so we just decided not to record.
Nope.
We're like, the fans are gonna be really distraught, but I just can't do it this weekend. Plus, with our schedules, that's literally like the only time we have.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard. Makes it real hard, and it's like if you don't want to do it on that certain day,
Then it doesn't happen.
it does not happen. We almost didn't do it tonight, but
I made Carly do it.
she's like, I really don't want to do it tomorrow or the next day. I'm like, fine, we will do it. So my dad came up to me today, and he's like, I tried to listen to your podcast. I was like, I told you not to. I was like, I told you that it was not a good idea to listen to that.
What did he say about it?
He's just like, yeah, no. He's like, I can't hear that. I mean, because if you think about it, we do talk about some crazy shit. Which we're going to talk about a couple different things tonight. A little bit of 6ix9ine stuff, a little bit of relationship stuff, a little bit of everything. I can't wait to get it started, though.
Oh, why is your pony on the side?
Huh?
Jojo Siwa?
Who is that?
Jojo Siwa? Let me just show you.
Because I feel like it looks stupid in the center, does it?
No. Did that because I looked to make sure. I look fucking fat. Oh, I hate my life.
Oh, my bra got cut. Okay. Well, I have a big forehead, so there's that. And apparently if I wear my ponytail to the side, I look like JoJo Cernines.
Siwa.
Siwa.
Cernines.
We're back.
I don't fucking listen to ads. As soon as an ad starts playing on...
I just fast forward it.
I don't. I exit out because I get bored.
You're the absolute worst.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
What are we talking about first?
I mean... I don't know. I guess we could start from the top of the list.
Being the ugly friend?
That's you, baby doll. No, I mean, like, that's your topic. Okay.
It's just a thing.
Tell me about it. Okay, first we're going to start off with being the ugly friend.
I added this topic to the list because, you know, it just got me thinking about my days in high school.
You were probably, if you're going to say you were the ugly friend.
I was the ugly friend.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yes.
I literally had braces from 6th grade till freshman year and no tits or ass. I was always the funny one that everybody loved to party with, but nobody wanted to do anything else. Like, I was always the duff. Have you seen that movie?
Yes, and that's me.
No,
Yes,
it is not.
Yes, all my friends in high school were so much prettier than me, so much skinnier than me. Actually, they really weren't. But in my mind, I thought that I was like so fucking fat. I wish I was as fat now that I was in high school. I was a fucking size 00. And I was fat in my head.
You know what that's called?
Yeah, it's called body dysmorphia.
Yep. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it's called.
I know.
Actually, more people have that than you think.
I diagnosed myself with it like last week.
She's WebMD will get you every time. I mean, literally, it was and I think the only main reason I did was FaceTime, and I like the emojis and how the way you can communicate via text better with an iPhone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those times you can't do that with an Android. Like how we have, how you can like the messages, how you can send the Bitmojis, and you know what I mean? Like just little stuff like that, or how they can talk, which I don't have that on my 8+.
What?
How your girl was talking the other night, and I was
Yeah.
like, mine don't do that.
No, I think it's an X and up thing.
That's stupid. iPhone, Apple, check it out. Us backwoods 8+ would like to have that technology too. I also did the upgrade on it though, so that made a big difference, the beta update. But I don't know. I just remember having that flip phone though and feeling so cool. And now, and it's almost like MySpace. It's like ancient history. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. MySpace. And your top 8 friends or 10 or however.
Could you imagine if people did that now?
No.
I wouldn't even.
That's probably what ruined my self-esteem, let's be real. Fucking MySpace top 8 friends ruined my self-esteem. I'm dead ass serious because I was never anybody's number 1.
Oh, I doubt I was. Maybe my significant other who had to, you know what I mean? But I doubt I was anybody's top. I doubt I was even anybody's top 8. I mean, let's be real. I liked making my timeline though.
Remember when we could add music and like you had to like copy and paste your wallpaper background?
Yeah.
That was the shit.
That was the tits.
I miss it actually.
Yeah, me too. Some days, and then some days I don't. I couldn't even tell you. I know it's my old email, but I couldn't even tell you what my password is. Probably something to do with Lexi. But I don't know. I just know that I was probably definitely the ugly friend out of the bunch.
Same.
And I was always the person, you either really, really liked me or you really, really hated me. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to you about this earlier. There's no in between with me. You either like me or you hate me. Because there's those people where everybody likes them and, like, they're kosher. You know what I mean? They just flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of people I've met like that. With me, it's either, oh, I love Carly, or I can't stand that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with you, everybody probably gets along with you and nobody really has a specific problem with you. You know what I mean? There's just some people that get that blessing of everybody doesn't have a problem with them because they're just so nonchalant and so chill. And honestly, it pisses me off. Let's be real. It does, because I mean, I'm not going to change who I am, but I also hate that about me. You know what I mean? How I am, who I am, and there's no changing me. I mean, yes, I've grown, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That just was another thing that I was thinking about.
Well, that's their fault for not knowing the new you.
I mean, yeah, it's better than the old me. I was
Yeah.
train wreck. A fucking train wreck.
I was seriously thinking about, like, this is gonna sound weird, but when I get an iced coffee, every single time I think about last summer. I don't know what it is.
What about it?
Like last summer, how just all the bullshit we went through together.
Iced coffee makes you think about
Yes,
that.
iced coffee makes me think about last summer because I would go see you at Mimi's every single day and get a fucking vanilla iced latte.
Yeah, because I make the best coffee.
And that's what I drink still to this day. And just every time I drink it, I think of last summer.
I mean...
What, you don't have a certain taste that takes you back to some point in your life?
That dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Even like if I go outside and like it's a certain smell or a certain type of night weather-wise, like it gives me butterflies because it'll take me back. So yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. For sure. I said, you know, I may be.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole bunch of types of codependency, I believe. But I believe my type of codependency was I never could be alone. And I did always have to fix somebody, or like I was always the one paying for shit. I was always the one taking care of things. I was always the one supporting the drug habit. I was always the one, you know what I mean? It was always me trying to figure out things on how to make sure we were okay. Whoever I was with, 3/4 of the time it was me trying to figure shit out.
Felt that.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I want to talk about this on the podcast because I bet a lot of people don't even know that they are codependent when they are.
Yeah.
But I do feel like since I have gotten clean, a lot of it has changed. Even like my perspective on men has changed. And like I'm not saying I haven't had opportunities, but like if you're not like exactly what I'm looking for, like back in the day, if you gave me attention 3/4 of the time, I'd be like, all right, you know what I mean? But like even, I'm not saying I get every opportunity in the book, but I have a hard time accepting like somebody now because I wouldn't say I have high standards, but I put them a lot higher than what I've had in the past because I don't want to have to fix somebody. Because they always used to tell me too, how can you fix somebody, Carly, when you can't even fix yourself? And that's a cliche quote, you know what I mean? But it's true. I mean, I was so fucking miserable with myself and I was trying to make somebody else happy. But how can you make somebody else happy when you're in complete misery yourself?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any fucking sense. So I don't know. I just know that since I have gotten clean, a lot of my perspective on it has changed. And I do think I have grown. I wouldn't say completely out of it because I still have codependent tendencies, I believe. But like when a guy offers to get me something or buy me something, it's like I'm not used to that. I normally just pull out my wallet and they're like, let me get it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, sorry, I'm not used to the guy actually paying for shit. It's like,
Felt that.
sorry, I'm used to buying everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Oh, I got us the Black and Mild last month. Yeah, it was a whole 99 cents. Thanks for the contribution. Oh, you got some Roman noodles? Those are 99 cents too.
Roman.
You guys.
Ramen.
Do I call them Roman?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's, is that not how it's spelled? Is it an O or A?
A.
Oh. Why do I call them Roman? I have all my life. Don't judge me. I know that since we're on the topic of relationships, which we always seem to get on, you know what I mean? Always. Never fails, but check it out, we're girls, alright? Moving on from an ex. And the difference between lust and love. We're going to talk about those two things. Let's talk about the difference between lust and love first. Because there's a big one, okay? But the two can also intertwine, and that's hopefully what you'll end up with in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is a big difference, people, okay? You can be in lust with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I completely concur with that because there's been times where I've had a very big sexual chemistry with somebody, but never saw myself marrying them, ever. Or, like, spending my entire life with them. But then there's been somebody who I love wholeheartedly, and the lust just dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a big difference with that. I mean, I just know in my experience, and I see it all the time, like, people think they're in love. Like, no, you just like the sex, probably. Or the chemistry you guys have together. And that's also what makes it hard to leave a lot of times is the chemistry. But if two people aren't genuinely in love with each other, what's the point of being together?
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in the whole friends with benefits thing. It eventually fucks up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just
More than likely, somebody's gonna catch feelings.
somebody always gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, because in the beginning, mainly the person that wants it, that starts it off, doesn't ever want to pursue anything more than that. 3/4 of the time. You know what I mean? Like, they just strictly... I was going to say something highly inappropriate, but they just strictly want the sexual intercourse. I'm trying so hard to be an adult, and it's hard. I don't know. I just feel like there is a big difference between lust and love. There is. It's a big difference. And that can also make it hard on finding out where to go with it, or ending it, or figuring out what it even is. You know what I mean?
Go watch Moana. Please.
Throw that away. No. That's your poopy diaper. I got it to you outside.
Go take your toys in mommy's room and go watch Moana.
This one might not be that. We may hit 30 minutes, maybe. We're doing it though. All right.
Lily, we're gonna set this right here. I'm glad we got that on camera for once. Something good.